Some of the players, you want to use the word jealousy, fine. You want to use the word envy, fine. You want to use the word resentment. We want to play with words. That's cool. She is box office. We can lament it all we want to, but the fact of the matter is, Caitlin Clark is box office.
The WNBA is seeing a 1 for 3% rise in ratings, largely thanks to one player, Caitlin Clark. However, she's facing tough challenges on the court, with Stephen A. Smith expressing outrage over how she's being treated in her rookie season. You might wonder why Caitlin Clark is so controversial in the WNBA. To understand, let's look back at her journey. She rose to prominence as a basketball star at the University of Iowa, where her exceptional performances led her team to the national championship game. Drafted first overall by the Indiana Fever, Clark didn't just bring talent. She began revolutionizing the entire league. Since her debut, WNBA ratings have soared by 1 for 3%, with Clark playing in some of the most watched games of the season. Stephen A. Smith captures it well. Clark is not just a player. She's a phenomenon, drawing unprecedented attention to women's basketball. But her team, the Indiana Fever, is struggling, which adds pressure on Clark to carry the franchise. The challenge is immense, as she faces not only tough competition, but also the expectations of fans, media, and her own teammates. Recently, in a game against the Chicago Sky, Clark was the target of a harsh foul by Kennedy Carter, which Stephen A. Smith described as a cheap shot that should have led to an immediate ejection. Unfortunately, this isn't an isolated incident. Clark has faced this kind of rough play repeatedly, raising questions about why she's being targeted so aggressively. Smith suggests that jealousy might be a factor.
Some of the players, you want to use the word jealousy, fine. You want to use the word envy, fine. You want to use the word resentment. We want to play with words. That's cool. She is box office. We can lament it all we want to, but the fact of the matter is, Caitlin Clark is box office. Some of the ladies, not all, but some of the ladies in the WNBA are missing the point. And because of her box office attraction, it's generating more eyeballs to the WNBA product, therefore more revenue for the WNBA product. Don't you think y'all are going to benefit from that too?
It's understandable. Clark has quickly become the face of the league, earning endorsements and attention that other players have worked years to achieve. This resentment is now spilling onto the court, making the situation risky for both Clark and the WNBA. If the league doesn't address this, it could hurt its reputation and Clark's career. Smith also criticizes Clark's teammates for not stepping up to defend her, arguing that this isn't just about respect but also about protecting the future of their team. Clark isn't just any player, she's the reason for the high TV ratings and packed arenas. The lack of support from her team and coaches is troubling, and it sets a dangerous precedent for how other teams might treat her. If this continues, there's a real risk of injury for Clark, which would be bad news for everyone: the fans, the league, and her team. Clark's influence extends beyond her performance. Her success could change the entire landscape of the WNBA. She's showing that women's basketball can be just as exciting, talented, and marketable as men's, which opens doors for future players. To make this happen, the players need to see Clark's success as an opportunity to grow the game, reach new heights, and achieve things they never thought possible. Make sure to subscribe to this channel for more in-depth analysis about women's sport. Until next time.